Yes, sir, we're gonna go right.
Oh, wow. Oh, got background and everything.
As I said, I'm happy to be here with my old friend Bill Jones, former Secretary of State and State Senator, and a good friend of mine in agriculture.
How are you? Good.
So I'm glad to be here. Yeah, your questions? Don't be shy.
Joe Jonathan.
You talked about the importance of staying, making a commitment and staying in Iraq. And what is your message to the American people? How long do you think that we'll need to be there, even with the troop increase?
My message is that we should rely on the judgment of General Petraeus and the other generals who are there because we are succeeding. I would hope within months, and I emphasize months, that we could have redeployment / some withdrawals, but I leave that to the judgment of General Petraeus and others. But I want to emphasize, setting a date for withdrawal, so what the Democrats can do is a date for surrender and disaster. And if we do that, then obviously we have to put on the homicide in the region, and we will be back. As I mentioned in my remarks here, the president of Iran said, when the Americans leave, we will fill the void in Iran. That's what it's all about.
Sir, you got a little animated speaking about General Petraeus, and you said people who were discrediting him or trying to. Could you kind of give some examples of that?
Sure. There are numerous examples in the media that people question General Petraeus' objectivity, and that they're saying that he is being influenced by the administration. And I think it's disgraceful to allege that a man who has spent his life in service to his country, been wounded 3 times, would be accused of doing anything but giving the American people his best judgment. But there's numerous examples in the media of this criticism that the anti-war people are now orchestrating, and I think it's disgraceful.
Are you going to be there for his testimony
Sure.
in Washington?
Oh, yeah, sure.
So you'll be there for that before you go to New Hampshire. What do you see as your role?
I was at General Jones's testimony yesterday also.
And what do you see as your role when Petraeus appears?
Not only will I be there, but I will be leading the fight on the Republican side on the floor of the Senate the following week.
Okay. And then how do you connect in what you're going to be doing in Iowa, New Hampshire, and South Carolina?
We're going to be on what the Iraq War veterans have called the No Surrender Tour. We'll be going from town to town. We'll be having our veterans, various men and women who have served in the military with us, talking about how we need to let this strategy have a chance to succeed. We'll be going to Iowa, New Hampshire, and South Carolina the night before the debate begins on the floor of the Senate.
Is that now that Fred Thompson's in the race, is there anything you think he needs to be asked now that he actually has to respond, theoretically has to respond to questions? Anything he's been able to avoid being on the sidelines?
No, I don't know. Really haven't paid a lot of attention to his campaign, except that I thought I had a pretty good line the other night when he said we are past his bedtime. Other than that, I haven't paid a lot of attention. I thought Huckabee's line was better, but I thought mine was pretty good.
There's nothing more substantive you think needs to be asked, if not by you, by the press, now that he's finally
See, because I didn't see his speech or his announcement, I don't know what he has said, so I mean, but I'm sure that one thing I am sure of, that if he wants to win in New Hampshire and Iowa and South Carolina, you've got to have the town hall meetings, you've got to have the face-to-face interaction with people who want to ask you questions and things are on their minds. So I'm sure if he does that, then he'll get a pretty good grilling. That's the nature of those voters.
With California's participation in the February 5th primary, are you planning to run more of a national campaign since your appearances in California?
It's important for me to convince people in California that I'm a Western senator and that I understand these issues, whether they be water, land, border, other issues. And also I meant to mention in there, and I'm sorry I didn't, as the nominee of my party, I will compete in California. I won't come here just to get money. I will compete and I can win in California.
Now with your good performance in the debate, you look to be more competitive in the race. How does your candidacy compare with Giuliani, Romney, and Thompson? How is your candidacy unique?
I leave that up to other more objective observers. I'm happy with the way the debate went. I'm happy with the turnout of the town hall meetings in New Hampshire. They've been packed. It's almost like coming home, the warmth of the people in the state. South Carolina the same way. We've got a straight talk. We've got a lot of work to do in Iowa because they don't know me there well. But I'm happy where we are, and I was obviously happy in the debate and the lunch focus group, and those people said that I quote won. But more importantly, I was able to get, I hope I was able to do what we're trying to do, and that is convey that I am most qualified, that I have the qualifications to be president of the States without being self-serving or more egotistical than I already am.
You mentioned that some other senators or some other lawmakers might be joining you on the Minnesota tour. Do you have any names?
Lindsey Graham will be with me. There will be several others, but we're not emphasizing other lawmakers as much as we are veterans. Congressional Medal of Honor winner named Bud Day, who's from Sioux City, Iowa, who they named the airport after, will be with us. A whole lot of Iraqi war veterans will be with us. This is mainly veterans rather than members of Congress.
And when is this starting?
We're going to start next week in Iowa, and then we're going to go to New Hampshire, and we're going to end up in South Carolina.
And are you